All right, this is the early part of July. This garden is worthy of a garden tour, garden update. How is everything coming along? I've changed a few things. I've moved some things around. Um, Green stock, still eating from this dinosaur kale and these other kales here. We've been able to eat off of some of our strawberries. Collard green is coming along. Our beans are doing well. They started putting on some blossoms. Carrots have gotten much bigger. Look at this cabbage. You go, Mr. Cabbage. Swiss chard. We have enjoyed our Swiss chard. I use it as lettuce. I've not had to get any lettuce from the store to put on sandwiches or anything like that. I just come out here. Here's the grocery store. I planted some new seeds in here. I think this is some heat tolerant type lettuce. And then mustard greens. Some of my onions got eaten up by caterpillars, but there's one survivor, some smaller ones down here. I'm not sure how to even pronounce this plant, but I planted it back in May and it's now coming up. This was kind of a new add-on. I decided to use this as a trellis. It's an old plantation shutter that we had in our house that got broken, so I put it out here. And then our strawberries, we've gotten quite a bit of strawberries that have blossomed. I've been eating some and just enjoying them. And these are cucumbers. I realized I have a lot of the same cucumbers. These are the crystal apple variety. Winter squash, we've been getting quite a bit of rain, a lot of rain. So some of it, they don't like all this rain on them. So they're just stressed out. But it's got some new growth. So I'm just going to leave it and see how it does. Watermelon is very slow growing. I'm not holding out much hope, but I'm leaving. I've thinned it out down to 3 plants, and of course I'll thin it down to just 1. I planted some more winter squash in here. I'm pushing the envelope. It may not make it to our first frost date, but we'll see. I'm gonna push the envelope. Eggplants, look at these eggplants, out of control. I've had to stake them up. We got eggplants. Eggplant extravaganza. I've pulled out quite a bit of the beets that were in here, and now I have a callaloo plant that one of my brothers from church gave me, and then I also have a sorrel plant in here. I planted onions in this bed. I had beets and I planted onions. I still have some beets in here. This is a banana pepper that I bought on clearance. I need to stop doing the most. Got it on clearance and it just needs to go find a home. So I will find it a home soon. Look at this pepper. You go, pepper plant. The sweet pepper plant. And then I got a tomato plant in here. We have so been enjoying these ground cherry tomatoes. This is some lettuce in here. But we have been eating these. They're almost like candy. They are so sweet. But yes. And here I have a squash plant. This is like my only squash plant that is doing well. Okay. And then some beans. I planted lots of beans. They're just the typical dragon tongue bush beans that are in here. Coming up over here, my herb plants. I got another callaloo plant. No, this is a sorrel plant that is gonna go to my mom once I make it down to Florida again. Coming over here, I got this cucumber plant. This is how the crystal apple cucumbers look like. I don't let them get much bigger than this, and we have been enjoying them. Carrots, cabbage is still holding on. I'm proud of them. They have not bolted. They're small, but I've been cut and come again when it comes to them, and I have been enjoying them and mixing them with a salad. And carrots are coming along great here. Same thing here. Cucumbers. I found out that this is from the sun. They were getting way too much sun. I had to move them. But this is a lot of sunburn. But we have had quite a bit of cucumbers off of this plant. I changed a few things on this green stock. The pepper plants up here have started to put on blossom. They have bushed out. I got some bush beans that have started setting some beans. Some lettuce that I had planted in here. Some more lettuce. Eggplants. Look at these eggplants. Look at these babies. I'm about to grill some eggplants, y'all. And then down here, I ended up putting some more Swiss chard. And then I also put in here another dinosaur kale plant. Look at this broccoli. Been eating off the leaves. I don't think I'll get any actual heads. And then of course more strawberries. Look at these. Lots of strawberry babies. I'm gonna try to get me some more strawberries by allowing these runners to put on more plants, and so that's why it's in here like this. Yep. And then some of these, and then I put some cucumbers down here. Some of these empty pockets, I'll probably stick a pepper plant in here, or I'll put some more beans. We'll see. I have turned this into like the green onion bed, and so I just put a bunch of green onions in here. These are my tomato plants. They waiting on them to blush, but they've got tomatoes on them. These are my bumblebee cherry tomatoes, and I did put basil all in through here. And then pepper plants are doing great. Same ones, the pippin peppers, I believe is what they're called. And then my herb and watercress. I've been eating off this watercress. It is delicious. I enjoy watercress, and it's great in omega-3s. And then again, this is just a kale, some more basil. This basil finally came up. Purple basil, Asian basil back there in that corner. I'm not sure which variety these basils are, but this tomato plant isn't growing like I thought it would, or doing as well as I thought it would. It's the only one that has not put on any blossoms. I don't think it's the best spot for it. I'm not sure how to change that right now. Digging it out would be too much. I'll just see how it does. But we've been enjoying this kale in here. And then I've got this tomato plant in here. It's another cherry tomato. I don't remember which variety of cherry tomato, but I planted nothing but cherry tomatoes. I figured that out. And then I put some more basil all around at the base. And then my okra. This is the Alabama red okra that is doing great. But yep, this is the garden on the deck. It is looking good. I have been enjoying my time out here, harvesting just a few things and waiting on some other things.